When masturbating, 95% of women orgasm. In first-time hookups with other women, women orgasm 64% of the time. In first-time hookups with men, women orgasm 7% of the time. When you hear those stats, are you thinking yourself or are you thinking everyone but you? Be honest.
I'm gonna be completely honest. If I were to be honest with you, like most of the women I've been with, they've definitely gotten theirs.
You're part of the 7%.
Yeah, I would like to think I am. Yes.
Personally, feel like I don't, because I've been in a relationship where it was like I thought I was doing a good job because she was climaxing, and then we talked about it later, and then she was like, "Yeah, I actually wasn't, it wasn't my thing what we were doing," and that shocked the shit out of me.
Before I found out about the A spot, it was hit or miss, and I was probably way more on the side of the I guess the majority or whatever. So at that point, I had no idea, because at that point I thought that I was under the impression, the strong women thing, independent women, I don't take no shit and all that. I figured that if you weren't enjoying it, that you would vocalize it. Now the guy that just spoke, he says, his girl vocalized it. I've never had that vocalized.
So if we look back to the stats, what we're seeing is that women do know how to bring their body to climax, and they do that very successfully when masturbating, but they're having a very hard time bringing what they do solo into partnered play. How do we bridge that gap?
On my end, like the best experiences that I've heard about is when we communicated beforehand, before we even had sex for the first time. So we talked about past experiences, things that weren't good, or we talked about kinks or things that, there's no surprises.
What it seems to me is that men don't know how the anatomy of the vagina is set up to be able to stimulate it correctly. And the majority of us learn how to have sex through porn, and that doesn't actually stimulate the vagina correctly to bring orgasm. And the fact that men want theirs because, if they don't know how to, they won't attempt to. Or maybe the woman isn't vocal and she pretends that she's enjoying it, because I've heard a lot about that too.
Also, I feel like it's a lot about taking your time in like getting to like getting actual sex.
It's not always easy to talk about sex, and telling your partner what you like can be scary. But there are ways to talk about sex and get all parties in the mood. If you can't find the right words, use your hands to guide this. Or speak positively. Instead of saying, "I don't like this," or "not there," try, "This turns me on," or "I like this."